Hi, I'm Jillian Sines. I'm 23, based out of San Antonio, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
What do you do for a living in San Antonio, Texas?
I am an actress and I'm a copywriter for a small THC company.
Oh, really? Okay. That's interesting. So we have a lot of actresses on here. We didn't even it was someone recommended you to come on. It wasn't even like we found you through that. So a lot of people think we're just hiring, but I think people are just more likely to come on camera when they're an actress.
Yeah,
maybe.
I definitely, because my friend who recommended me had been thinking about it. She was I kind of want to go on, but
she should do it. $50 referrals for anyone you put on the show that I put on. So yeah.
Yeah, she should. But I think I heard about you for a week or two, and then I was like, oh, I'll do it. I'm a little less hesitant because the whole actress thing, I imagine.
What do you bring in with that? What was the position with the THC company?
A copywriter /
what do you bring
social media assistant.
With that, what do you bring in?
Approximately $1,500 a month.
After everything, or is that before taxes?
I think that's, honestly, do you mind if I calculate it?
Okay.
I see.
I mean, you should know.
I always get the number wrong, if I'm being honest. Okay, $1,456.
After everything? That's what gets in your account?
Yes.
Do you work 40 hours?
No. It's kind of, it feels more like contract work, but I get a rate.
How many hours do you work a week in this position? Because San Antonio is much more expensive than here, but it's still getting more expensive.
Yeah.
How are you surviving off of that?
It's just, I don't know. So it's, I feel like our structure at work is kind of, it could use some work. I feel like since it's a small business, it's still kind of figuring itself out.
How many hours are you working a week with this position?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
That's not good. You first couldn't tell me how much you make, and now you can't tell me how many hours you work.
That is a good point.
Give me an average. Best guess. Something. I need something to work off of. 20 hours, 30 hours, 40 hours.
A week?
15 hours. Yeah, a week.
Maybe 20.
Okay.
Max. I write blogs and I do the captions and I have calls with my friend that I was talking about. And we kind of figure out what the social media is, but a lot of it depends on our higher ups.
Do you have a degree?
Do I have a degree? No.
Okay. How'd you get this job? How'd you get into copywriting?
My sister knew someone and who owned a company and then hired me on as a social media assistant, even though I really didn't know anything, but I knew enough about social media to get by. So then I did that. And then from there, that company kind of dwindled away during COVID, or at least I got separated from that company. And then that person that I knew that was a part of that company and another person I knew from a different job got together and created this business and then reached out to me because they had already known me. Same thing happened to Rebecca. And then I've just been doing it for years since.
Are you a writer? Before that?
I like to write, but okay. I haven't gotten a degree in it. But because I'm initially.
How long have you been in this position?
This specific one? A year and 9 months.
Okay. Have you gotten a raise?
I have. But I think I'm going to fight for more soon because my position kind of always fluctuates.
Is this what you want to be doing?
No.
What do you want to do?
Well, I want to be a copywriter. Initially, I started as a social media assistant.
Okay.
And then I kind of transformed myself into a copywriter. Since it's a small business, it's so fluid, which I'm kind of figuring it out. And my friend Rebecca and I are trying to figure out. So initially, I started as a social media assistant. And then I was I want to copywrite mostly. So I initiated a blog or using more copy on our Instagram. But what I want to be doing is acting, making music, and copywriting. Just solely, no social media involved.
Okay, how much are you making acting right now on a monthly basis?
Currently, right now, nothing. But in the past year, it ranged anywhere from $150 a week to $500 a week.
Okay. Right now, nothing though. Why has it fallen?
I just concluded a gig in January, and now it's audition season, and I'm just kind of seeing what I have. But part of me kind of wants to take a little break and perhaps get a second job.
Yeah, probably, because I don't know how you're living off of this. Okay.
That's comforting.
So I want to hear from your perspective, what is your financial situation?
I think in the past year, since I had a lot of consistent, every single month had an acting gig on top of what I had, I didn't realize just how hard it is to live off of what I was making. So I got comfortable spending a little bit, and then I broke my laptop and other things just kept happening. And so now that I am taking a break from the acting gigs and I'm just left with this income and realizing just how hard it is. And then I have this debt that kind of felt like it crept up on me, even though it was slowly accumulating over the past year. So I feel like I'm in a position that needs more income, and I'm in a position where I need to reevaluate my habits so I can get rid of this debt and start over.
How'd you get into the debt in the first place?
I think it was just frivolous spending.
Are we just talking about the credit card, or is there more?
I think we're just talking about the credit card.
Okay.
Yeah, like it was the credit card and just like using it, being like, oh, I just like to be that person who feels like they can be a part of, like, I don't know, the FOMO of not being able to go out to eat or do
Your
whatever.
Your lifestyle was just way over what you can actually afford.
Precisely. And also being out of town for gigs, like out of state, I would Uber here or eat here or do whatever here, buy this many groceries and not realize.
Let me guess, you don't budget.
I used to, and then I stopped because I got so busy, but that's what I started again this year, and that's why I'm here.
You just started? Okay.
I reinitiated it, but
And do you follow it strictly?
The data is accumulating. I think I started it like last month, and last month was still such a month in that mentality. So this is my first month kind of doing it, and I like to think so.
If you don't want to have it every month, consider subscribing. It's free, and we're trying to get to 250,000 subscribers, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. Are you subscribed?
I am.
Damn right. Okay. I was going to say, I'd be very upset.
I would be very embarrassed if I weren't.
We have a savings account, we have a checking account, and we have the debt. At the top is the savings, so we'll start there. Previous balance, $615. Current balance, $3,239. That's fantastic. You've put in $4,302. But you took out $1,076. I'm a little confused why we're taking money out and putting money in. What is this?
Wait, which one are we talking about?
It says primary savings summary.
Oh, right. And then what was the sum that I took out for?
$1,678.
I took that out of the savings account?
That's what it says.
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat that? I think I missed the first part.
It says your beginning balance was $615, ending balance $3,239.
Right.
You put in $4,302, and you took out $1,678.
Okay, yes. I do this thing where I put I think it's a good idea, but I put my check, like whatever I get, like my paycheck, into my savings account, and then so I like can only pull out what I need, because I think that'll help.
So when it's in your checking account, you'll just spend it?
Define just spend it.
Well, you said you only withdraw what you need from your savings account, but you don't only withdraw what you need from your checking account?
Withdraw from my checking account?
You said you only withdraw what you need from your savings account.
Correct.
So if it's in your checking account, you wouldn't only withdraw what you need?
I guess not. I'm having
Do you
trouble.
know your money? Do you like...
I do. I don't know the...
You didn't know how many hours you work, didn't know how much money you bring in, and then you're very confused about the money that you took out of your savings, and now you don't even know what I'm talking about when it comes to checking accounts. So I'm very concerned immediately. Red flags everywhere.
Define withdraw from my checking account.
Taking
you mean
money out,
like using it, like spending
it in
it?
any way, leaving.
Yeah, no, I feel like whenever I have a savings account, I like to not touch it. So if it's in my checking account, I can not worry about it because I only put in what I think I need, which I don't really know if that's the best system.
Well, what's the saving account supposed to even be?
I guess if it's supposed to be like a not touching it thing, and I'm like,
is it an emergency fund? Is it we're saving it for something?
That was the goal. The goal was it to kind of be an emergency fund.
If it's an emergency fund, we never touch it.
Right.
So this is obviously not being used correctly, but of course, we're not even to a point where it would be considered an emergency fund.
I agree.
Well, $3,200. What's the current balance? Is that the current balance? Is that accurate, or have you taken from it?
Because I told you in my email where I had a money market account. So then that money market account minimum balance kind of was my emergency fund, even though it was not enough to be considered an emergency fund. But it was $2,500 that I didn't have access to. And then the savings account amount that would be there on top of that would be the thing I'd pull from. But then I just recently closed that because I wanted to see if I would have access to that.
So where this money came from?
Put that towards debt. Is this like within
all
recent
of
days?
January.
All of January. Then yeah, that's where that additional $2,500 came from.
I was going to say, that's exciting that we could celebrate, but okay, this is coming from money you already had.
Correct.
So what's the current balance in there?
The current balance is like I want to say $2,300.
Why? Why is it going down? Why is it lost $1,000? It already took out $1,678, and if this is supposed to be an emergency fund, why are we taking out an additional $1,000?
I think I'm trying to put it towards debt because I think that's what I should do.
Okay.
I think I should just pay off all my debt. So that I took $1,000 from it to pay off this and $1,000 off of it to pay off that. That's where it's all going.
Good. Then I'm not upset at that specifically. We need to take a look at the big picture, and we'll come back, but. Yeah, just taking money in, putting money out of the savings is not what a savings was supposed to be. But if it's for certain debts, okay.
But look, I'm trying something new because my friend told me about Ally Bank. Mm-hmm. And now, although there's nothing in it right now because I don't know when to transfer because I'm like, I wanted to wait till what you thought about
the high yield
savings. The debt and whatnot. Or I also have like $1,500 sitting in a piggy bank that I'm like, what do I do with? But like, look, see, it says emergency fund. It says like
good
rent.
$0 in any of it, but yes, I
started it.
Okay.
Right.
So yes, you're correct. You must just bullshit spend when in your checking account because in here, half of these things are just bullshit. And honestly, this is crazy. This is so much spending. I don't get it. If you have debts, what's the point? Like, I don't get it. Even half of these markets, I can't even tell if they're fun spending or just BS spending or if they're actually like groceries. But Arja Entertainer and we're getting our nails done constantly, and Jackalope Faux and P. Terry's and Venmoing out $233. Who even knows where that went? And Golden Chicken, Ginza Ramen, Whataburger, Evolve Salon, getting your hair all did, and Thrift Books and Backstage where we didn't meet you, but $200 you're spending on Backstage. What costs $200 on Backstage?
And
you're making $0.
Which is devastating.
What, just to apply for different gigs?
No, just to have Backstage. Like
really?
The first year is like $100, and then I was like, hooray, and then I forgot about it for a year.
Oh my gosh, and you're not even making money off of it. And Evolve Salon, we're going back there immediately. And PF Chang's La Panera, or Pondera, I don't even know. e-commerce something. Taking Ubers, Mika. All this is crap. There's like almost no grocery spending in here. Tropical smoothies, Poke, Alamo parking. Jungo.
That's why January was such a month. Am I allowed to cuss?
Sure, yeah, it's bleed. It's fine.
Wonderful.
Starbucks
because
and
I just came back from all of these out-of-state gigs, so I didn't have.
These are all in San Antonio.
No, so I didn't have groceries.
Taco Bell and Dave and Buster's. No, then you go grocery shopping. Do you see the dates between these start at 1 to 31?
Our fridge broke. That's literally true. Our fridge was broken.
Then you get a cooler and ice. Dave and Buster's, Tropical Smoothie, Biggs, something, and La Panderia. We're going back to the same places all again, and you're getting eyebrows did, and San Antonio something, and Studio Nail. We're going back there immediately, and just Tropical Smoothies, and Jason's Deli, and Elsewhere, and Smoothies, and Reader Pro, and Summer Moon, and really this is insanity. Bukandi Raw, Crumble, Summer Moon, Ginza Ramen, Fuego Tortilla, Revolution, and Dutch Bros, and PayPal, who even knows, $10. Wow. And I know it's repetitive to read all those things off, but just demonstrating that's literally within a month, meaning you went out, had bullshit spending once a day.
Yeah, that's actually, that's very valid.
And you're pulling from your savings to do that. Because you're withdrawing from because you withdraw it into your checking account for necessary spending, or for this is unnecessary. But when you have to withdraw from savings to checking, so you don't overdraft and stuff like that. But all your money's going into nothing. This is ridiculous. I'm happy the largest payment comes from your Discover paying towards the Discover card. But even still, this is absolutely ridiculous. And $233 going to Venmo. What was that even for? Who knows?
It was for a Christmas gift.
You can't afford that right now.
Yeah. That was the mentality. I think it was just.
So what is the spending? Because this just happened.
That was the transition period between me having not been at home and so used to that, and then us not having a grocery.
What transition? There was no transition. You didn't transition. It was a constant to the beginning to the end of the month. There was no transition.
I think the life transition of having gone out to eat so much.
You're bullshitting me right now. That is such bullshit.
Our fridge also broke, but also, it was such an excuse. It really was. It was
you're
me
making
trying
excuses.
to figure out when, and like, I just needed to
find
a mentality.
Account right now. Hold up.
I needed to get out of the mentality where I could spend and go out to eat all the time.
Sure, let's see your checking account.
I wanted to go grocery shopping, and then our fridge literally broke. It's so true.
A cooler. Half of that month was like below 30 degrees anyway. You put it outside. I don't even care. You're just trying to justify.
I also just live an on-the-go life, and that was my justification for having gone
you
out
on the
so
go
much.
pack a sandwich.
But I knew you were gonna say, and I'm like, now I wanted to go buy a lunchbox, but I was like, is Caleb gonna yell at me for wanting to buy a lunchbox?
Why would I yell at you for that? You know how much money that would save this month?
A lot.
Pull up your checking account.
Okay, here it is. Okay, yesterday was
a bullshit excuse.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting payables and okay, let's continue going through here. I'm not gonna read it all off. Yeah, Kirby Lane and all this stuff. This transition month, my ass.
Okay, this month actually.
Chilies and what? This month, last month, this month, every month. If it's the last month, this month, then it's every month.
It's just my justification is
yeah.
also
No, you're
when
still spending all the bull.
Spend time with friends. Yeah.
No, you can spend time with friends. Go to a park, have a picnic, do this, go to each other's house, play some board games. I'm playing games tonight. We're having a poker night, and we're not spending money.
You're right.
So I'm not happy with that because you tried to make it sound like you changed, but you haven't changed a single second in
I did get groceries, which I mean, okay, it was significantly.
But you're still going out and going insane.
Significantly less, because that was like once every day.
Yeah, now we're once every other day.
Progress.
It's not progress. You either do it or you don't. So on this credit card, this is the debt. Is this the debt?
This is in addition to my car loan. Yes.
I don't have a car loan here. You didn't send me your car loan.
Oh, yeah, I did. I have I sent it in the email. I didn't send like a sheet of it, a PDF of it.
You just told me you had it, but you didn't send me the
interest rate. What should I send?
Well, I look at the statements. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. What is the balance on this card? Because I can't even see. What I can see is $43 is going away to interest.
Yeah. It's a really the interest rate.
What's the interest rate?
It's like 29%.
Whoa. And
it was my first credit card. Right now, so I just did a balance transfer to...
What's the balance of whatever it is?
Of the Discover?
Did you balance transfer onto the Discover?
No,
or Discover
I did a balance transfer from the Discover.
Okay, what's it on the Discover right now?
On the Discover right now, it's $13.96.
You did a balance transfer? Oh.
0% interest.
Yeah.
And then the goal is to pay it off immediately.
What's on the balance transfer? Whatever that
$1,500.
So you transferred half?
Yeah.
0% for how long?
I think like a year.
And when did you do that?
It went through like 2 days ago. And the goal with these things...
And this is just this month. I'm confused. We're having a balance transfer because the interest rate is so bad. We have to, and we're not even like coming close to paying this off. We're losing $43 on interest. But just within this month too, you're doing music notes for $16.23, and
it's for my job, auditioning, sheet music. I don't know why on that card,
the stuff we put into that, the investments we put into that for something that's not making money right now, not showing return on investment.
Auditions in order to get the job.
For that kind of stuff, we do that after we're out of terrible debt. So $1,500 biweekly, right, or all week?
That's $1,500. Whatever
that you make.
That I make a month.
That's right. I remember why I was so disgusted by it. So do you understand how bad this is?
I have a feeling. I have an inkling, and that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Because you make $1,500 a month under take home, and on 2 different cards are each about $1,500.
Right. I got very comfortable with the previous year where I was making what felt like double that, and now this year
because of acting gigs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
then F45 training European Wax Center. I'm glad you're all waxed, but congratulations, you have debt. And Google storage, and you got waxed again because we can't get all the waxing done in one time.
It's a wax pass where wax if you buy it in
you
bulk,
did it another time as well.
If you get it in bulk,
Camelback and PayPaling out $275. What's that for?
That's my voice lessons, a yearly amount that I pay.
But you have a balance on this card, and there is interest being accrued.
Right.
Why are we spending money on it?
That PayPal one was like a payment plan for like 12, whatever. Like
how 12. Often do you owe that?
How often do I what?
Oh, the $275.
It was a 4-time payment plan, and for that one amount.
Frequently?
It was once every month, and it finished this month.
And then Judy Gibson, $50.
That was a dance class.
Wax yourself. I watched one of my friends wax herself the other day. It was crazy. She was like, "You want to see what it's like getting waxed?" Because I'm like,
well, what is she waxing?
What are you waxing? Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. One time my sister was like, help me wax this.
That, but I saw her wax her armpit, which was
it's not hard.
wild.
See, that's accessible.
Oh, okay.
But there are some limits, Caleb. But it's like buy 9, get 3 free. And I know I go often.
You can't afford it. Razor blade.
Never could. That would just.
Okay, you're right. I don't know how to. I don't have that area, so I don't do that. Okay, the way you need to, at least. So I can't speak on that. But either way, you can't afford it. Either way.
That's a good point. How do you feel about like certain things in my life that I don't necessarily need, but I at some point want to make sure are a part of my budget?
Yeah, that's fantastic when you don't have debt and you have a fully funded emergency fund and you're contributing at least 20% to retirement or house or saving up for a house down payment.
Okay.
Then yeah, but no. And then you say you have this mysterious car that I don't have access to.
I have it. What do you need?
What is the car?
Toyota Corolla.
Year?
2021.
What is the debt?
It is, let me pull up the email.
Please don't harm my blood pressure. Please don't harm my blood pressure.
$7,349.72.
Well, that 72 cents is what threw it over the edge. What's the interest rate?
It is 3.75.
3.75? I thought you said you had a terrible interest rate.
No, that's the Discover card, which is 27.24.
It clearly comes down to the income for you.
Okay.
You're when it comes to the amount of money you're bringing in.
I think that's why I felt so kind of
Wait, what's your car payment on a monthly basis?
$158.
Okay. How many years? How many months?
Probably something like 36.
No, you signed it. Okay. Well, let's figure out your other payments. So what is your monthly rent?
My monthly rent? I don't have rent.
You live with your parents?
I live with my parents.
Good. Thank goodness, because you wouldn't be able to survive.
No, that's kind of why, because I want to move out and I want to go somewhere, but that's why I started looking at this with a
we're not there
microscope. Yet. Not at all. But that's the long-term goal. And I think that's why I want to figure out how the hell to do this again before I do that. But no student loan. I pay $150 a month for car insurance, but I'm under my dad's insurance.
Really, your car's about just over $300 a month, really.
Yeah.
And then gas.
Yeah.
How's the condition of the car? How many miles?
I think it has like 30,000, I think.
Good. How much did you put down on it?
My dad was very generous and put down $10,000.
Very
And then
generous.
I think I put down like $2,000 or something.
Good. I was wondering why the balance was quite low for that car. So that's good.
It was very, very generous. I'm very grateful for that because I and I don't have student loan debt, and that's kind of the only thing I have going on. And
you didn't go to college at all, did you?
No, I wasn't able to.
Okay, so what do you want to do for a living? Because let's get that, and then let's tackle this debt.
I want to be a copywriter for my job, and then the goal is to be an actress or a musician.
Okay, so you want to be a professional copywriter, but full time?
I would like, ideally, I would like contracted. Like I would like to be able to write blogs and articles or copy for a company, but with a very flexible schedule so I can do what I do. And which is kind of what I have right now, except it's not enough.
Okay, you should check out one of the resources I'm putting together a package of resources that are like helpful things that people can take advantage of that I partner with certain companies and I vet them like crazy. Course Careers. You should check that out. I'll send you a link. It's in the description for everyone. But essentially, you should take advantage of some courses on there. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a copywriting course. Right. And with that, you'll have a certification.
I want certifications.
That will help you take advantage of it. And people with my code and all in the description get a good deal. Right. So do that seriously.
I think that's another thing where I felt like with all of this, I am not able to have the funds to support the education I want in order to make steps in my career. So I think that's another reason of a thing I want to save up for: rent, moving out, and also educating myself so I can go further.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense. Okay. What else do we have a minimum monthly payment? Do you eat your parents' groceries or do you have to grocery shop for yourself?
I have to grocery shop for myself.
Okay.
My parents are very like, you're an independent. Like my dad was very much so like, figure shit out.
I'm just trying to build your budget right now.
Right.
That's fine.
Well, I could show you that finance sheet, that little budget sheet. I have like 3 Excel sheets or spreadsheets.
We're building your budget fresh.
Okay. Cool.
And then you don't spend a single cent over these categories that we talk about until this mess is cleaned up. Because this is a show. What's in your savings right now? Did you say again?
I think it's 2,300 something. Do you want me to check exactly?
No.
Cool. Also, I have that $1,500 sitting in my piggy bank, but I don't know what to do with that.
This makes no sense. I don't get it. Today, from your 2,300, maybe even before you leave here, you take $1,396 from it and you pay off the Discover card today.
Okay.
It doesn't exist.
Okay, great.
Okay. Your piggy bank, put it in immediately. Take that and pay off the transfer card immediately.
Okay, great. And then I'm just starting fresh.
Yeah, you have no credit card debts. And then do you have your credit card with you?
Yes.
Right now you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I see it, please?
Yeah. Wait, which one? The Discover or the new Amex?
Your Discover card.
Okay. It's the Pride edition.
I will be right back.
Wait, what's gonna happen? It's my first credit card. I was gonna keep it like in a journal or something.
Get it to me.
Wait, can we all appreciate it? Like, love wins. Okay, great.
Beautiful.
Great.
No longer exists. Okay?
Okay.
You don't spend a single cent on there. You were spending so much money on here. It was stupid.
You're so right.
You're so stupid. Don't show the back, just in case we don't. It's okay.
You're correct. Okay, great.
And do you have a specific card for your balance transfer card?
Yes.
You do the honors for that one. You cannot use credit cards. You've demonstrated you cannot use credit cards. I want you to take the step and cut it.
Wait, so I'm gonna pay it off and then I just cannot touch it.
No.
And then
because you've demonstrated you're not a credit cards person.
I just got it in the mail like 2 days ago.
You've demonstrated you're not a credit card person. Chop that up.
Holy shit.
This is good. You're taking a step.
But also my credit score.
Oh.
Like I just got approved for it. Emergencies?
Oh no.
Wait, what do I do?
Emergencies are emergency funds.
So then wait, hold on. Well, what about like the things I have recurring charges for?
You're gonna stop them and put them in your checking account now because you just can't use these credit cards. Or
right.
What I will allow? No. Right now you can't use credit cards.
Wait,
No, you can't.
What are you gonna say?
Cut it.
But like,
show that you're committed to this actual.
Okay, let me think about everything I have charged on this. I have my gym.
It doesn't matter because it'll still be automatically on there, but you need to transfer it to your checking account.
Okay.
Show it to the camera right there.
I'm like shaking.
Here, hold it and cut it.
My dad is gonna watch this.
Well, he'll be proud of you if he understands personal finances and how bad you are at this.
It's my first Amex.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
Did I cut through the chip? It's kind of sick.
Good. This is good. Good. I'm glad.
This is
High
insane.
fives. High fives all around.
Oh my golly goodness. Gee willikers.
That was a lot of old woman words. But if that's what was needed for you to feel better.
I'll say cuss words.
Celebrate. Good job.
Not the Pride edition.
Listen, at some point, you might be able to use credit cards again, but you're not there. You need to demonstrate financial responsibility using a budget for probably at least a year, showing that you're sticking to these categories. And then if you can translate your budget into credit card usage, because credit cards make a lot more sense when you're financially disciplined than debit cards, because you're just losing money with debit cards. You may as well take advantage of cash back and different rewards.
Right.
But right now, you are losing. It was basically $50 a month on a 30% interest because you're not even paying it off and you transfer the balance. It makes no sense. But either way, you're not spending anymore because now they're chopped up. You remove them from your Apple Wallet, which I assume you
but
have.
I'm blown away.
You take from the $2,300, you pay off the Discover $1,396. You put in your piggy bank in to checking, and you pay off the transfer card of $1,500. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Now at that point, you have like $1,000 in your emergency fund. We need a budget because I need you to get to at least like We're going to have you have a starter emergency fund until you move out.
Okay.
We're just going to have you at a solid.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is cars. That's the issue. I want to make sure I can take care of a car. In an event, something really bad happens.
Also, like emergencies, I guess. Okay. Oh, sorry.
What?
Like, I don't know, like emergencies, like credit card emergencies? Like, would an emergency credit card be like a thing?
You don't need that if you have an emergency fund.
That's a good point.
You'll always
but what
have
if
money
you don't
in your
have an emergency
account.
fund?
Oh, well, the credit card is a bad solution because they're just effing themselves. But
That's
at that point, I mean, you're just in a revolving cycle of death, money death.
Right. So the goal is to not
But you're not
spend
right there
money.
right now because you're paying off these credit cards and you already have $1,000 and you live at home with your parents.
It's true. True.
So you are going to spend no more than $300 a month on groceries.
Okay. That's doable.
And then, I never do this, but just due to your situation, living at home and stuff like this, and we're just getting to, I'm going to give you a starter emergency fund, $6,000, $7,000, something like that.
Is that like, you never do this because that's a lot or because that's a little?
Oh, no, I never do this. $300 for groceries, and you will allow yourself to have $156 of fun a month.
Okay.
So that's what you can spend all month on waxing you love just waxing like crazy, or it's weird that you love that, but
it's like, you know how people like fitness influencers will be like, oh, I take a cold shower every morning, so I do something hard. It's like that. Like you go in and you do something terrifying and then you feel amazing afterwards.
I just have Panda Express. And you're eating out, getting drinks, whatever it is, you cap it at that and you don't spend more than that. So you're going to have to really prioritize.
Right.
And then for the next 6 months, all the extra $1,000 you have just goes into your savings. $1,000 savings, $1,000 savings, $1,000 savings. Then you'll have like $7,000.
Okay.
That's for 6 months.
That sounds doable.
But what's real that you should actually think about is getting certified for copywriting or something like that. And working 40 hours a week minimum with that. You need to bring in more money. You need to bring in minimum double this.
Okay.
Like this is a joke right now.
Yeah.
A sad joke. You're never gonna be able to live in your own like this.
No.
So
that's
So you'll take care of the career side of things. You'll get certified. Check out Course Careers here if they have it. Again, I'll send it to you, or you can check it out in the description.
And you have a code?
Yeah, there's a code, and you'll get like a discount and all that good stuff.
Yay.
So yay.
This isn't as hopeless as I thought, but it is still kind of painful.
No, because you're
clearly.
lucky that you at least have some cash on the side.
Right. Piggy bank from babysitting in quarantine.
You need to minimum make $3,000 a month in, after taxes. But even that, we're talking, because I can't do basic math in my head, only $36,000 a year. Well below the median income likely in San Antonio. Like extra, like that's half, though that is, that's below half of the median income salary in Austin. So.
Right. And if I ever want to live in Austin.
Okay. So that's right. You did mention that before. So.
And also long-term goal, one day, whenever it makes sense, I would like to live in New York, which is even more painful. So
it's you need to up this income. You can pay off the bad debts today. Oh, by the way, during that, paying off because you do have that car payment. So I'm sorry, actually, never mind. I do have to take back some stuff.
Oh.
You don't get to have fun anymore. There's no more fun. The next few months, get a boyfriend, have him pay for stuff.
I'm gay.
Get a girlfriend, have her pay for some stuff.
Thank you. That's the thing. If you're gay, you split everything.
Well, and not in this situation.
Okay,
you
good point.
talk to your girlfriend and be like, dude, it's like money. I don't have it.
Good point.
And debt and stuff like that.
So sad.
So now actually you only have $300 of groceries, $300 goes to your car insurance and car, and probably a little bit of gas. This is the income situation creeping up because now the emergency fund takes like what, a year or something? It's like terrible with you saving the rest of it. Mm-hmm. So you need to double this income minimum immediately, like now. Okay. And it needs to be a full-time job as you searching for a job and getting certified and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because that's what's really bad right now.
What's the minimum I should make at this job?
Well, if you're working 40 hours a week, I would love to see you at the copywriting position. I worked with some copywriters in my previous position. Start at minimum 40. Try to get to like 50.
An hour?
A year salary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. aim for a salary position. If you want to do contract, fine, but aim for that being the math that works out.
Right. Okay. But that's why the certifications are important. Right.
In that car, I'd probably pay the minimum monthly payment until it's just paid off.
Just minimum? Continue the minimum?
Yeah.
And then, okay, so you say, so we have to look at the budget because of the car? Or
it's going to be $300 a month on groceries, and then $300 with your car insurance and car payment, and then a little bit of gas as well. So everything else besides that goes to putting in an emergency fund after this. That's why you have to make more money, because now that's like barely any money to put towards your emergency fund. And I need you to put a lot more towards it. You need to get to $7,000 as quick as possible.
Okay.
I refuse to allow you to move out until you at least have that.
I completely agree. So what if in the meantime, while I'm looking for a full-time job that I actually enjoy, I get like a part-time job that's like chill on top of my other job?
Yeah, work as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Because some can be flexible with my theater hours, and then my copywriting job and my social media job is so flexible because I can do it anywhere and it doesn't take me too long because I've done it for so long. So I can do that with another job and then also look for a job that will provide better income along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Work as much as you can right now.
So I won't have any for fun? Just the...
You don't have money right now. You just don't have money.
Yeah.
Get to $7,000 as quick as you can, and then you can have some fun. Because you'll do like 50, 30, 20 as a most basic example. 50% of your post-tax income will go to your needs. You can do 30% for your wants and 20% for saving for retirement or a house or a new car or something like that.
Whenever I'm in a place where I have
Once you have the emergency fund.
Right. Okay.
Which you should get as soon as possible. But, I mean, your situation is relatively basic. So those are my thoughts.
Okay.
Tell me, what are you actually going to do when you leave?
Okay. If I've digested everything adequately, I will pay off my Discover card entirely with what I have in my savings account right now. And then I will go home, get my piggy bank, and deposit that into my checkings account and then pay off the balance transfer that I have. And then I will get paid with my job. And each month, only $300 maximum will go on groceries. Mm-hmm. And I will pay essentially $300 for my car payment and for my car insurance. And then anything else will go towards my emergency fund. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that is the goal. And I'm just trying to think about like driving and then like gas or then
I give you like $100 for gas, but just
just
limit yourself. Just work. You just, instead of having fun all the time, just work your ass off until you have the $7,000 emergency fund.
And then go get another job. That's another thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which even if for the meantime, it's just something that'll like be temporary in order to keep me going until I have the certifications to get a better job. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uber Eats? If you want, like as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Run it. Yeah. San Antonio is a major metro in the top 10 population.
Totally.
So.
Why not? I enjoy it. It's chill. I'm trying to think of like how to budget in the things I
use. Like you need a budget, the app or Mint or even.
Right. Well, I have the Excel sheets and then those do work for me.
Okay. If they work for you, then that's fine.
Yeah. But I just have to be consistent. I'm just try not to go out to eat so often, which is so annoying because it's just like I feel like that's just how people like to have fun.
It's hard to cut back on.
It's really rough.
Just, if you get another job and bring double your income or more than double your income, you can get this emergency fund very quickly because you'll pay off this debt now. Then you can have fun again.
Okay, so pay off all the debt and then I'll be debtless except for my car, and then but pay the minimum payment and then just build an emergency fund to like $7,000, and then after that I can like be a person. Mm-hmm. And how long do you think that'll take? Depends
on right now, forever, because you have no extra money. It depends what you're bringing in with this extra job. I would just be working like 80 hours a week until you have $7,000 saved up. Just go crazy for a couple months. If you go crazy for a couple months, then your life is golden.
That's very true.
And look into certifications.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of a job I'll get. Like some like quick part-time job. Like what if it was like some random part-time job?
Uber Eats would be great.
Uber Eats, really? Yeah. Just like it? That's it?
Well, just work as much as possible.
I'm down.
Well, just see how it works. If it's not working for you, then do something else.
Okay. What's your opinion on like people working Uber Eats, like when it comes to like gas in your car and whatever?
It's not
like,
something you'll want to do long term, but get your emergency fund as quick as possible.
Okay. So, okay. And so everything I earn from Uber Eats, how should I like look at it like that?
Well, you'll want to set probably about 25% aside for taxes always.
Okay.
And then just take all of it besides that you get and put it in your emergency fund.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Should I get another one on top of that?
Dude, just work as much as you can and bring in as much money as you can. That's the rule. Just do that.
Okay.
There's not going to be a limit. Just make sure your health is okay.
Okay. Okay. That sounds not super overwhelming.
And get a girlfriend to help you pay for all this crap.
That would be great. Let's working on it.
Okay. No. Get Hinge Premium plus extra.
Would I have to pay
10.
for that?
Oh,
Is
actually,
it worth
never mind.
paying
Don't do that yet. Never mind. Don't do that yet.
Hinge Premium plus times 10.
That's what I have because I'm desperately single. But yes.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy birthday. Is that a secret? Your birthday?
It's not a secret. This is
Happy birthday.
whatever. Any final thoughts?
Thank you. This is very helpful and generous. And I think, I don't know, if I were to say like, I'm in a better position than I thought I was, but I'm also in a worse position as I thought I was at the same time. Would you agree? Where it's like, okay, sure, I have money set aside, but it's also like my income is like majorly unfortunate. It's like, it could be worse.
It could be worse.
Okay.
Everything could always be worse though. So I don't judge anything off of that. Like a nuclear bomb could drop in San Antonio and that would be a lot worse.
That would be a lot worse.
So then everything could always be worse.
And then you cut up my credit cards. I'm just still not over that. That's so funny. Thank you.
You'll be fine.
And I appreciate your help. Yeah, this is helpful. And okay, to review, you said $100 for gas. Anything? Okay.
It's going to change with Uber Eats. It just depends on your situation.
Okay, it depends on my situation.
So budget down as much as you can, and then don't spend a cent over those categories that you've allowed
like
yourself to do.
Not
you
close,
just need to make more money right now and cut out all the fun. Okay. That's it. Walk away with that, and you're good.
Okay, great. Okay, I'll just go get like a ton of jobs and Uber Eats, and I'll text you and be like, I'm a millionaire. Okay, great. Maybe I should start Twitch streaming again.
For Jillian, obviously, the bad part of this financial situation are some high interest debts, but it's the income. The income is so bad right now. So once those debts are taken care of and the income's higher, the financial score will be better. But for right now, Hammer financial score, pretty middle of the road for American standards. So 5 out of 10. Make sure to check out all the fun things in the description, like my Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.